An old white man with criminal history and a gun he shouldn't have even owned in the first place is set free after killing a black 13-year-old boy. Why? Self-defense. Self-defense. And the state just dropped the charges and let him walk away free. Ignoring his charges, ignoring his domestic disputes, ignoring all that, just so a white man can walk away with a black boy under his belt as someone he brutally, ruthlessly, and racially murdered. This was not self-defense. This was a killing. This is the justice system showing its teeth for everyone to see. If you're going to sit here and tell me that a grown man needed a gun to shoot and kill a 13-year-old in self-defense from a 13-year-old boy, okay, clearly you're a coward. Clearly you're a coward. And if you're going to sit here and defend this, let me first read the whole thing. Just before you're going to get up and use your Twitter fingers, let me read it. We read every detail so that we know what you're dealing with. So let me get started here. Court documents filed by police allege Craig A. Butler, Sir, whatever that says, 36, very soft, 30-year-old Snazi. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble pronouncing his name. I'm just gonna call him Reed. 13-year-old Reed on the afternoon of October 12th in the Hilltop neighborhood. Butler fled the scene. Oh, that's another charge. But nope, man, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. This will walk away free. Butler may be claiming self-defense, according to a police detective. Franklin County prosecutors intently filed a murder charge against Butler, but dismissed the case on October 19th, which means Butler will be released from jail. Prosecutors and police say that the case is ongoing and still can be brought before a grand jury in common pleas courts. Like, that's gonna happen. Okay. Butler could not legally own a gun, as I said, because of a previous conviction for misdemeanor domestic violence. This right here is a key word. And there's a young boy right there. He looks dangerous, doesn't he? He looks freaking dangerous. Just look at him and put fear into my heart. Yeah. Come on now, let's be honest. The man did it just because he could, and as he fought, he can get away with it too, and that's exactly what's happening. He only did it because he wanted to, and he knew there was a chance he might get away with it, and it's happening right now. It's happening right now. He's literally getting away with murder, even though he's not supposed to have a gun. But they didn't care about that. Nope, drop the charges, let him walk away free. Drop the charges, let him walk away free. So now this man might be in your neighborhood. He might do the exact same thing later on. Who knows? The justice system obviously don't care. They don't give a damn. In their eyes, he did the right thing. He helped lower the population in their eyes. This is something they wish could happen more often than not. He is not supposed to have a gun. He is convicted for domestic violence. And yet he was armed. And that's a charge that apparently wasn't filed. That's a charge that is just dropped automatically and he was set free. The family of Reed, a 13-year-old who was traced on October 12th at the Wedgwood Apartments in Columbus Hilltop neighborhood, want to know why the alleged shooter, a neighbor who legally should not have been able to have a gun, is walking free. Wouldn't we all like to know? I quote, "A grown man killed a child and nobody cares." Reed's sister, 20-year-old Michaela Nicholas, told the Dispatch on Thursday, "We didn't want to know why he's free." The Franklin County Prosecutor's Office previously filed a murder charge against Greg in Franklin County. I'm just gonna skip all that sort of stuff. 36 in Franklin County Municipal Court, a connection with Reed's death on the same day as the shooting. But weeks later, prosecutors filed to this the case in the same court on October 19th. Franklin County Municipal, I don't know how you pronounce that, court judge Mike McAllister, I think, accepted the motion and dismissed the case, meaning the $1 million bond Butter had been held on no longer applied, and Butter was released from jail. They want these types of people in your neighborhood. They wanted this to happen. They are celebrating this. They are celebrating. Laws are only laws when they're not applied to the white man. When we get locked up, when a white man and a black man get locked up, guess who's gonna spend a longer time in jail? Guess. Because it's been documented. It's a fact that people can no longer deny. Or they want to, but that's not how it works. In their eyes, this man is a vigilante. It's all about lowering the population. They do not care what he did. They do not care if he had a gun. It's all about displaying power and fear. That's all it is. Don't come here thinking, don't come here, how I say this. Don't come to America if you're black and you're actually down for us. So if you come to America and you happen to be black, right? Hypothetically. And you come here and you expect everything to be all good and you have no worries whatsoever, right? You come here thinking that everything's going to be okay, right? Well, a week later, something like this happens in your neighborhood. What you gonna think now? You read the news and everything. And you so happen to share the same skin color as that boy who died. But in your eyes, you're not black. Right? Well, let me tell you this. In their eyes, you are. If you come here thinking that America Is this great and amazing country? No, it's not. No, it's not. Especially if you're black. It is a fucking nightmare. There is literally a racial war going on every single day. It's war. It's war. Every single day in America against black people. Every day. And you, of course, will have those people who try to deny it. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Because they have no common sense. I promise you that. Their brain cells are so small and so minuscule that I could use a freaking magnifier glass and still wouldn't be able to see it. Now, of course, you have people on the right, on the red and the blues saying, oh, that's Democrats, that's Republicans, da da da. They'll scream back and forth, not realizing that at the end of the day, those two parties are against you too. They are against you too. You have no friends. You have no partners of different races. You are literally on your own. And yet you have people trying to deny systemic racism, trying to deny racism, saying that, oh, that's sad, but that's sad, but the same thing could happen to me, or our suffering isn't equal. It shouldn't be more. We shouldn't play a game of who suffers more and all that bullshit. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Because they don't no idea what they're talking about. They have no idea what they're talking about. Our suffering is actually the greatest in America. You cannot be out here trying to downplay it and say, we suffer too. Like, okay, so you don't suffer as us. You're not here against side and having your murderer walk free, even though he's not supposed to even have a gun. And this isn't the first time this happens. I guarantee you that. Derek Savin, for example, and a lot of others. Oh, you got the murder of Breonna Taylor as well, also walking free, to my knowledge. They are celebrating this. This is the job well done. This is what you're up against every single day you walk out your house with dark skin. It's literally a war being waged every single day. If you're gonna sit here and say, "Oh, we should love each other and forgive," like all that, get out my face. No, we're not doing that no more. Nah, we ain't gonna sit here and love the enemy. Loving the enemy is actually the worst decision you can make. There's a lot of other ways, but loving the enemy, no, that's not one of them. If you want to win and want to survive, you're going to get creative. Don't just sit here and let them walk all over you, expect them to apologize and give you a hug, because that's not going to happen. What is going to happen is they're going to keep on sending out little soldiers into your neighborhoods to do the exact same thing over and over and over again, continuously, until they had enough. And that is going to happen when we're no longer a threat. Because deep down, they're afraid of us. They're afraid. They're trying to cause fear because they themselves are filled with fear. They're intimidated by us. So they mock us. They make fun of us because they're jealous. There are a lot of things. They're afraid of being overwritten. That's what's going on. And this is going to keep happening until you decide you had enough and actually go out there and do something about it. I'm not advocating for person-to-person violence. I'm going to say that for YouTube, but that's not what I'm saying. But there are ways you can help, ways you can help fight back. What those ways are up to you. They are up to you. Doing something is literally better than nothing. Just don't be out here expecting peace treaties to be handed out all willy-nilly, because that's never going to happen. This man will most likely either get charged or get to do the same thing over again. And when that happens, it's going to get a little nasty, in my opinion. Could be wrong. But I can't say the future. I can't tell. I can't see it. So it can go either way. I cannot tell the future. Columbus Police Homicide Detective Keith O'Connor said Thursday that there has been a claim of self-defense by Butler and his mother, but declined to comment further, citing an ongoing police investigation. Reed is not a bad kid at all, Nicholas said. How was a grown man scared of him? He did not deserve to die. Burr was previously convicted in Franklin County for misdemeanor domestic violence, according to court records, which under federal law would prohibit him from having a gun. Nicholas and a handful of other people demonstrated Thursday afternoon on the steps outside of Franklin County Court, seeking justice for Reed and the prosecution of Butler. My little brother was 13, and they let his court out 5 days later. Nicole shouted through tears, "A baby is gone." Reed's mother held pictures of her son outside the courthouse. She declined again further to speak with the dispatch. Then Dujon Sarp, a local activist and organizer, yelled through a microphone, decrying local authorities handing out cases involving a white male defendant and a black child victim. Sharp also said Butler should at least be charged with illegally possessing a gun and held in jail. Exactly. But that's not going to happen. They threw that away immediately. They want him to get out as soon as possible. Prosecutors could still bring the shooting case before a grand jury for indictment in the Franklin County Common Pleas Court, which handles felony cases like murder. I said fees, it's felony. A media reads from Franklin County prosecuting attorney Gary Prosecuting attorney Gary office Thursday afternoon said it is standard practice for almost every felony case filed in their court to be dismissed. Not every case initiated in Montcalm court is presented to the grand jury, the release said. This particular case is still under review for possible presentation to the grand jury, and unfortunately, I cannot advise you when the case will be presented to the grand jury. Yep, there we go. Hint that might not go to the grand jury at all. He might not be charged at all, and they might just throw away the key. Let this man walk free. Franklin County first fire. Let me calm down. Franklin County First Assistant Prosecutor Janet Grubb, who leads the criminal division, said the office would now not comment further on the matter that is under review. Nicholas said the prosecutor's office has not communicated with their family and did not warn that Burger, who lives nearby, would be out of jail. Wow. Okay. Nah, he wanted to do it again. They wanted him to do it again. I'm gonna read this one more time. Nicholas said the prosecutor's office has not commented with their family, did not warn them Butler, who lives nearby, would be let out of jail. Who lives nearby would be let out of jail. I'm gonna read that one more time. Who lives nearby would be let out of jail. Do that what you wish. Failed court, failed justice system. Everything was just an F. Every single thing was a wrong move made. Every action that was taken was literally spelled out as we hate black people. Every single action. We do not like black people. But anyways, guys, this is Boy Your Study Guide. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.